So I had a customer come up and he asked for one of these, right? And I'm like, okay, that's 75 cents. I see this money from far away. I'm like, oh, okay, this one, that bill looks fake, right? Okay, I put the bill right here, and I was about to check it with my pen, and he's all like, oh, you can keep the rest as tip. And then he left running, not running, but he left walking fast. I was still confused. I checked it with the marker right here, and it was yellow, so I'm like, oh, it's real. And it has the base right here. I'm still confused. But a couple hours have passed by and the mark kind of faded away. So I did a new one and it's still yellow. I don't know, it feels fake. It's bigger than the other ones, and look at the back. So I'm like, do I have to get a machine to check fives now?
So this blonde walks into a bar really pissed off, and she sits down and the bartender says, what's the matter? She says, look, I have these two horses and I can't tell them apart. So I don't know if I'm mixing up riding times. I don't even know if I'm feeding them the right food. The bartender says, well, maybe like shave one of their tails, then you could tell them apart. She comes back a few months later and tells the bartender, look, I shaved the tails. It worked for a little bit, but now it grew back and I don't want to keep having to do that. And the bartender says, well, shave one of their manes. Maybe that will take longer to grow back. So she goes and comes back a few months later saying, I shaved the mane. It worked for a little bit, but now I can't tell them apart again. The bartender's just like, oh my God, dude, just measure them then. Maybe one's taller than the other. Tell them apart that way. And the blonde says, you know what? That's a pretty good idea. I think I'll give it a try. And so she goes home and comes back the next day to proclaim her success to the bartender. And she goes, it worked. I can finally tell them apart. The black one is 2 inches taller than the white one.
A few people have asked me to make Gooby merch, and honestly, I feel like no one's gonna buy it, and I'm just gonna be stuck with all this Gooby merch, and that's gonna be my everyday thing to wear because I didn't sell it. But I don't know, maybe if enough people are interested, I can think about it. Oh, and if you guys have been waiting for a restock, I did restock this morning at 10 a.m. and there's still a lot of stuff left. And I did upload a new candy, the Sour Patch Kids. So you can find those under the spicy collection. And for this video, I just wanted to see how many jelly sticks fit in this Coca-Cola bottle, and it ended up being 13. I was really shocked because I thought it was gonna only need like 5 or 7. And there is jelly fruits. Ew, these jelly sticks in this Coke bottle look kind of nasty. It was honestly kind of fun. The last one was fun. This is how it looks at the end.
Story time about my toxic ex-friend group. So my freshman year, I had moved to a new high school. So right away, I started being friends with this group of girls, and they were super nice. And I was also friends with this group of guys. Well, since I was friends with both groups, we all started hanging out all the time, but only whenever I was there. The boys just didn't want to hang out with the other girls. And after a few months, the girls started acting really strange. So anytime that I would hang out with the boys and not invite them, they would ignore me for a whole week. Meaning they wouldn't talk to me in school, they wouldn't answer my messages, or anything like that. Not a single one of them. And also, anytime that we hung out, they would be like, oh, invite the boys. And it was like they never wanted to hang out with me. So the one night, one of the boys was throwing a party. And I was going, and the girls asked if they could come. But they had drama with a lot of people, so the boys didn't want them coming. But I invited them.
I just got a new order from Buckinghamshire. She got the RJ and Tata face point mask as well as a lash serum. Hope you love them, Eleanor.
I have been making bath bombs for about 14 years, but we have changed in the ones we make, and now we make really, really cool ones. And a year ago today, we actually went viral with this very bath bomb, and I am so incredibly thankful.
Hear me out. I wanted to be like this, and like that. That was my goal. And let me tell you, 6 months later, since I started my business, that is me now. My goals back then and me right now.
Hi guys, so this is me sterilising the containers. I just wanted to show you what I do. This is an order I've got to put out. Be posting it out tomorrow. So that's me making sugar scrub. That is one of my favourite products. And the lip balms. I'm obsessed with lip balms, especially in the winter when my lips get dry. I use all the products that I make and I love every single part of it. But check out my website.
All the orders that I've packed, this has to be my favourite order. So I ordered the Drop of Dreams, the Bouquet of Heart, the butterfly ring and the pink band, and all these rings are for Thomas's mum, which I just find so cute. So he lives in America and he bought from me, I think around in September, he bought his mum a ring, the Queen H ring, and now he's back for more. And he commented and told me that his mum loves the ring, and that's why he went ahead and bought more. This is just super cute, and I just can't wait for her to get it and see her reaction.
I'm a fashion designer, and let me teach you how to drape. Draw a line 2 centimeters from the selvage and then pin this on the stand. Cut the neckline down, mold a waist dart onto the bodice, and then pin that waist dart. Pin the rest of the fabric and then trace out the pattern from the stand. Cut the excess fabric, and there you go, there's your draped bodice.